guys, I'm Liz the Yarn Goblin, and today I'm knitting a stuffed snail. This is another project that I've wanted to do for a while. I have various snail patterns bookmarked on Ravelry, and today I'm finally making a gastropod friend. Unlike my mushroom hat project, I will be working off a pattern this time. The people over at Knit Café Toronto kindly allowed me to feature their pattern in today's video, and I couldn't be more pleased with the results. Good morning. It is a couple of days later. As you can see, I have finished the shell. I've cast off or bound off on it. That's the word I was looking for. And I also started the body. So I apologize. I did not get any footage of me finishing the shell or starting the body last night. I was on a burst of knitting mojo and I wanted to finish this as soon as possible. And also because this body, y'all, this body has been hella fiddly. So, I don't know if you have any experience with knitting amigurumi, but usually in my experience they'll tell you to start off by casting on 3 and then increasing to 6, and then I'll go into the pattern proper, as I call it. But my usual method is to ignore all that and just cast on 6 because it's much less fiddly that way. But even that wasn't working. I tried to do a mock-up with some different yarn and different needles, but that wasn't working. So last night it kind of hit me that, hey, if I can't get this to work with 3 needles, why not eliminate a needle and start with 2 with 3 stitches on each? And then I did that and it worked out wonderfully. It was still a little fiddly, but it was much more manageable. So then once I got to a comfortable number of stitches, I simply re-added that 3rd needle into the mix. So that's where we are now. I'm kind of about to end the 4th row. That's going to be a little bit fiddly, but I'll catch up to you guys once I'm in a position where I can film it and not have you just looking at bits of yarn dangling from above. So, on another note, as you can see, I have some brown yarn left over from the shell. My original plan was to make twins, and by twins I mean one snail would have a brown shell and green body, and then the second snail is what I'm trying to say. I apologize, words are difficult. Second snail will have a brown body and green shell. I think I might have enough for the body, second body. I'm not sure. I have to see when I finish this one how much it takes off of that ball of yarn, because that's a full skein just wrapped up into a ball. And I'll have to look at the Ravelry page again, see how much yarn they suggested or they estimated would be used for this project and for the body in particular. So I have to look at that again, but I think I should have enough yarn for it. I was worried I wouldn't last night. I was worried that I would end up playing yarn chicken with a second body, but I may not, so we'll see. We'll jump that hurdle when we get to it. So anyway, that is my progress so far. It's looking pretty good. Here, behave. So I'll see you guys in just a bit with more knitting. Okay, so I'm almost finished with the body. As you can also see, I curled up the shell yesterday as well. So, set that aside, there we go. And the body is almost finished. I just need to stuff it and then bind off. There's a little bit towards the end, actually it's the last 2 or 3 rows that were kind of giving me confusion. Let's see, there we go. So as you can see, let's see if I can get it into the light for you. So this bit right here, the knit 8, wrap and turn, purl 8, wrap and turn, and then the repeat. The repeat. That was causing me a bit of confusion. I've done wrap and turns before, I know what they are, so I know how to do them. I just, for some reason, I was confused on to which stitch I was wrapping and turning. But I found an excellent video that explains how to do wrap and turns and around on double pointed needles. So I'll link that in the description below. So you guys can have a look at that if you want. And then, yeah, so once I watched that video, I realized I was vastly overthinking everything. And it was stupidly simple. So, yeah, so if you guys are interested in knitting amigurumi, and you want kind of a challenge, like you haven't done double pointed needles before, or you haven't worked short rows using wrap and turns out and around, I would highly recommend this pattern because it was very easy to do. The shell was just increasing, every so often, and then just working straight and around. The body was a little bit more fiddly. I'll be right back. As I was saying, the body was a little bit more fiddly, but, very doable. So, yeah, and then that wraps it up. I'll see you guys once I put this together, and I'll see you guys for the reveal. And that is it. I am so happy with the way it turned out. Although I might have understuffed the shell and overstuffed the body just a tad, it's still adorable, and I can't wait to take it out on future photo shoots. I apologize, words have been difficult these past few days. This project took a few days to complete, mainly because starting each piece was a fussy procedure, but it was so worth it. This project also gave me experience working short rows on double pointed needles, so that's kind of exciting for me. I've never done that before. Overall, I will definitely be revisiting this pattern again in the future. If you are interested in making one for yourself, I'll be putting a link to the pattern in the description box below. I have a few ideas lined up for my next project, including revisiting an older project stuck in hibernation and making a flower crown for my cats. If you have anything you want to see me try or suggestions for next time, feel free to comment. Feedback is always greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.